take you today. Let us be here. Let's learn more about you. And pray. Amen. Okay. Turn to Philippians 4:13. I always talked about this, but I want to put it on film now. Is that okay? Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ. I can do all things. Not only that, it doesn't mean that you have to stop at the church door. It doesn't mean you have to stop at the house. You don't have to stop at work. You don't have to stop. This is part of a continual Christian growth. What do you mean by Christian growth? It is possible to live, as the Bible says, in modern day times. It is possible.
Amen. Yes.
But we just have to get the mindset. It says in the Word, in the Old Testament, we're after renewing of the mind.
Right.
Old Testament, New Testament, renewing the mind. And we're supposed to store the Word in our heart, so when we renew our minds, we'd have something to renew it with.
Amen. Yes.
So that's why they say when you put your mind and heart together, you'd be a mighty moving force.
Right.
Because you got the two together, you're constantly renewing your mind.
Right.
Okay. But I always question, why? Why can we? Why can I do all things? I know that, whenever I accepted Christ, I got the authority.
Right.
To speak the authority over things. I got the authority to say stuff. But why? Because you have to take the word is kind of like mixed around, so you have to bring certain scriptures together to make it make sense. Let's go to Romans chapter 8, verse 37. It says, "Nay, in all these things we are made more than conquerors through Him that loved us." So, if you put Philippians 4:13 and Romans chapter 8 together, it should read, I can do all things through Christ because He's made me more than a conqueror.
Right. Yeah.
And with that, I was going to talk about banners. The Lord is my banner. One of the battles I want to talk about the most is the Battle of Jericho, where they went around Jericho. God told Joshua to go around 6 days, just marching around it. Then on the 7th day, He told him to shout. And that's what that's all about. Got two trumpet players and Gabby. No one can trust Gabby to be quiet when we're supposed to. So, got that one. Let's see, where's another one of it? Oh, let them blow the trumpets. Those Jericho lights have no idea how effective Jericho walls are at blocking sound. And these are the Jericho walls.
Mm-hmm.
A replica. Let's say replica of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, a banner. What's a banner? Banners were in existence back at the time of the Israelites were captive with Egypt, the captives.
Mm-hmm.
So the dates, I kind of get mixed up with the dates because it's like 8,000 BC, and it goes way out there to this that starts after death, then it goes that way.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, a banner. They're in one of the battles is they were in with the Amalekites, and they were fighting, and as long as Moses was praying, he was his arms up and everything, they were winning the battle.
Right.
As soon as the arms went down, they were started losing the battle. So the guys came around, and the assistants came around and held his arms up so they could win the battle.
Right.
And after they won the battle, Moses, every time he did something, they had to have an altar.
Right.
So they built an altar, and he called it Jehovah Nissi, which is one of the words of God, Nissi. So they did their sacrifice on the altar and called it Nissi, my banner. Reason you call it the banner, the Lord is my banner, is because He's always continually going before us. He's already won the battle. He's already took the sting out of death. He's already done that stuff. But He's waiting on us to learn how to get to Him.
Right. Yeah.
Now, He's already did the hard part.
Right.
He's waiting on us to get the knowledge of what we're going through our Christian walk, trying to get to it.
Right.
So He's Jehovah Nissi, God my banner. So let's go back to the Battle of Jericho.
Okay.
Now let's flip it. Let's think about it. Now, if you are battling stuff, this is miracle place. Miracle happen every day, all the time. Even someone getting enlightened, that's a miracle. Because there could have been years of going backwards, and then all of a sudden, hey, wait a minute. Then it's all new ammo.
Right.
Okay. Well, if God is my banner, He's already went to the other side of Jericho, and He's standing there talking with the enemy himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a couple guys leaned up against a truck, like, hey, you see him coming?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of thing. By the time he gets here, you're going to be in hurt. Because now he's learning that, with him accepting Christ, that was his only way into heaven. There's no other way into heaven except through Jesus. That's what He said in the New Testament. No one gets to the Father except by me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another lesson learned. Okay, now here he comes. He's coming. He's another 20 feet, which probably replicates 20 years.
Right.
10 years, 15 years, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, oh wow, he's learned how to lay hands on people. He casts the sickness out and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then he goes another couple. Oh wow, he's learning this, he's learning that. The guy kind of looks over and he goes, I knew him for his mama knew him.
Amen. Amen.
I knew her before. I knew how many hairs on her head, how many, what was going to happen. And I decided then that I'd put certain things in that person to help them along the way.